Here's the key to stop letting wall balls hijack your brain during HYROX. If you've done HYROX before, you know that at the very end of the race, you're gonna have to do what many consider to be the worst part, 100 wall balls. You've already ran 5 miles and you've done 7 other exercises and you're toast, you're in pain. And you have to show up and you have to do 100 wall balls as fast as you possibly can. This wrecks a lot of people mentally before they even get to the wall ball stand. So my job here today is to help you be mentally confident so that when you go into those wall balls, you no longer view them as something that's gonna crush you, but rather something that's gonna improve your time. If I'm a men's pro, I'm picking up a 20-pound wall ball. I can only do that for so long. But what if I dropped from the 20-pound to the 14-pound? Then I can keep going. And what if I dropped from the 14-pound to the 8-pound? I can keep going. So you can increase your volume even though in the race I'm gonna be using 20 pounds. When you're practicing, what you need to be thinking of is how do I increase the number of reps that I'm doing so that when I get into the arena, my endurance is gonna be so good, I'm not gonna have to stop. Because if you stop during wall balls, you're not gonna only slow down your wall ball time, it's gonna slow down your overall time. The way to get to unbroken wall balls is to increase your volume in practice so that when you get into the arena, you have the endurance to do the 100 unbroken. And one of the best ways to do that is to start with the 20s, do as many as you can, and then as soon as you feel like you have to stop, pick up a 14. Keep going. As soon as you have to stop, pick up an 8. Keep going. And if you even want to go lower, there's 6-pound we have here. Or if you want to go higher, I've done upwards of 40-pound wall balls all the way down, doing drop sets all the way down to keep my volume very high. This also helps you keep your time under tension very high. So whether you're a weightlifter or you're a runner, you know that time on legs when you're running or when you're weightlifting, time under tension is what's gonna get you the best results. It's the same thing with wall balls. The way to increase your time under tension is to do more reps. And to do more reps, you might have to lower the weight each time. So rather than just doing 10 reps of 20, what I want you to do is 10 reps of 20 and then drop the weight down to 14, 8, whatever it has to be to continue to do reps. That's gonna increase your volume and it's gonna increase your time under tension. If you do these 2 things 2 to 3 times a week, your wall ball time is going to improve. And more importantly, when you get to that last section of the race, it's no longer something that you feel down about. You're actually excited walking up to the wall bars because you know you're gonna freaking crush it and then you're gonna run across that finish line. Okay, one of the things that you need to be aware of when you're doing the wall balls is where you're standing underneath the plank that you're throwing the wall ball towards. Because if you're too far away and you're catching it here, it's gonna put too much tension on your shoulders and your biceps and you're gonna wear out really quick. You wanna use the momentum of the ball coming down to your advantage. So you wanna get a little bit closer to the plank, the board that you're throwing this on. We're gonna go down, up. We're gonna use the momentum of the ball to go down in a squat and then use your glutes and the momentum from your legs to push it through your arms. Rather than doing it like this, which a lot of people when you're in the arena, you'll see they're farther away and they're bending over and using a lot of shoulder and arm strengths. And if you're doing this with a 20-pounder, it gets really tiring really quickly. So instead, get a little closer, use the momentum from your legs and the ball coming down to your advantage. What you saw here today, that's the exact recipe that I've used to not only gain confidence on race day, but to improve my overall strength and improve my HYROX times. If you're gonna be racing in any of the HYROXes coming up at the end of 2023 or going into 2024, let me know. I'd love to see you there and connect.